Welcome back to the Talking Web Marketing podcast with myself, Ilana Wexler. This is a show where we reveal the best tips, tricks and tactics to increasing your website traffic and then converting that traffic into leads and sales. We also discuss what's working right now in the ever-changing world of web marketing so you can apply it to your business. Welcome back to another episode of Talking Web Marketing. I'm your host, Ilana Wexler, and today I'm going to do things a little bit differently. I'm going to be talking about some of the latest PPC updates in the industry. So what's the latest updates in the AdWords world as well as Facebook ads? They are both a constantly changing space where I usually say to my clients and coaching students, change is the only constant. So today's episode, we're going to be covering some of the latest changes in the industry so that you can apply it to your business. So let's get stuck right in. So let's get started with AdWords. AdWords, as I said, is always changing. So they are in the process of rolling out their brand new interface. So you may have seen in your AdWords account a little blue box down the bottom right-hand corner saying for a better user experience, click to the new interface. And Google have come out and said that they're going to be retiring the old interface soon, but much to the complaints of people like myself and others in the industry, they've decided to hold off retiring the old interface just yet. And that's because the new interface, although it looks vastly different, it also doesn't have all the features that the old interface does. So personally, I am still using the old interface, but slowly getting accustomed to the new one because I would say it's imminent that the old one will be retiring soon. And actually in my PPC Academy training community, we have videos in there of the new interface. So it's something you need to be aware of and definitely get your head around before you can't use the old one. So they've also forcing people to use the new interface by having some features only in the new interface that is not in the old one. For example, a ad extension called promotions. So it's a promotional ad extension, which is like the other ad extensions that are available out there. This is just for promotions where you can say, 20% off or whatever is your promotion, but actually create one of those ad extensions, you have to do it through the new AdWords interface. So I suspect more and more Google are going to be doing this. They're going to be releasing new features and opportunities for advertisers in the new interface and not supporting it into the old one. So these are all obviously incentivization tactics by Google to get us to switch over, and slowly but surely they will be working. So that's one thing that is new within AdWords, and obviously the second part of that being that promotions ad extension. Continuing on with ad extensions is that they're also going to be retiring the review ad extensions. So you might have them running in your account, or you've seen on some of your competitors. In the AdWords ad, it's got a review extension where it shows a snippet of a review that somebody has left, and they're actually retiring this ad extension. So much to the disappointment of some advertisers who were using this very successfully. They were notoriously hard to get approved, but if you did manage to get it approved, you were lucky. However, your luck will be running out shortly, if not already. So that's a little bit disappointing for those of you who have been running it. And the other update within the AdWords sphere is customer match. So customer match is not new, and that, for those of you who don't know, Facebook has long had the ability for you to upload your database to Facebook to create a custom audience. And of course, AdWords soon after followed suit with their customer match facility, but that was only with Gmail email addresses. But the latest update with customer match is that they will match with additional fields such as phone numbers, etc. So that is a pretty savvy update, which is no doubt helpful for some people who have other database information and perhaps the match rate with the Gmail email addresses wasn't that great. So you can include name and phone number as well as other matching abilities. So that's what's going on within the AdWords sphere. Let's switch gear over to Facebook. And you've probably, if you've had your ear to the ground even a little bit, you've probably heard a lot of the chatter about the algorithm update, the consequences of that. Personally, I'm not panicking about this whole algorithm change. For quite a while now, Facebook has been a pay-to-play platform, and I really analysed Mark Zuckerberg's statement quite closely, and he made no mention of ads, and I don't really suspect it to impact the ads in any way because that's their revenue generating mechanism, and they are a listed company, so they do need to answer to shareholders. I think the algorithm change was really about all the organic posts and trying to get engagement that way, and people, I think, are experiencing a loss of engagement with some of their organic posts. Personally, for my Facebook ad clients as well as coaching students, they haven't seen a significant impact at all with this algorithm change because I feel it's got nothing to do with ads at all. So everyone can relax. The Facebook ads, I believe, are unaffected by this algorithm change. I recently got an email from Facebook saying that the Power Editor is going to be retired. This is a cause for celebration for me as somebody who really disliked the Power Editor, and I didn't understand why it was so clunky and it really wasn't a good tool. I like the ability to create a campaign offline, so I wonder if they're going to create something along those lines. But the Power Editor, I personally found, was very, very buggy, and it was very clunky, and it was difficult to use. So I personally am celebrating the retiring of the Power Editor. And you may or may not have this in your ad accounts yet because, like AdWords and all these other ad platforms, they release things and then they're in beta for a while, and then it's slowly applied to all the other accounts. So if you haven't seen this email from Facebook, or you're still using the Power Editor in your ad account, don't panic. I'm sure very, very quickly you will see that you can't use it, and you just use the Ads Manager to create all your ads, etc. So the third update within the Facebook ad sphere is that they've announced a new ad placement. Been running ads on Facebook for some time. You probably know that the news feed is pretty saturated with ads and is getting more and more expensive. So of course, Facebook is looking for additional ad inventory to offer its advertisers, and so it has just started to offer ads within the marketplace placement. And that's, if you've been on Facebook, if you're a Facebook user, you might have seen the marketplace, which is a place kind of where people buy and sell some of their secondhand goods. So if you're in e-commerce, I think this is actually a really good opportunity to try this new placement, because if someone's pursuing and viewing the marketplace area, they're obviously looking to buy something. That's a great opportunity to have an ad for a particular e-commerce product that you're selling. So there you have it. That's a very, very quick update on some of the latest changes in the PPC industry. I hope you found this episode insightful and helpful in staying up to date with the constant changes. Obviously, in our PPC Academy, which is our training community for PPC people, we release these things as soon as they hit the market, so you can be sure to stay ahead of your competitors and be up to date with the latest changes in the industry. So if you're interested in that, head on over to greenarrowdigital.com/training and you can join the waitlist for the PPC Academy there. Thanks for listening to today's episode. We'll create a summary of today's show notes at talkingwebmarketing.com and talk to you on the next episode.